If you're Canadian, or wish you were, I've got some games that you should check out that you may never have heard of before. This is Legendary Tactics. I put together a very short list of 3 games that I think are amazing games that you very likely haven't heard of that represent Canada in some way. Okay, so I'm going to start with my number 3 here. This is the War of 1812 by Columbia Games. This is actually one of the first war games I actually played with my buddy Flash in grade 7, I believe. This was on the shelf at our school, and I remember playing this with him at the time. As most Columbia games are, this is a block game, and it recreates the War of 1812 between the United States and Canada, and I think it does a great job. It's not too hard to learn. It doesn't take too long to play, but I think it does a great job in kind of recreating the history, and it's one that if you like history, especially North American history, you should really check this one out. The next one, it is North to Alaska. Again, you will never have heard of this game, I guarantee it. However, it is really, really fun. It's essentially a race from sort of continental United States, I guess, the main body of the United States across Canada to get to Alaska. And along the way, you do prospecting, you pan for gold, you pay penalties of replacing your tires or whatever goes wrong with your vehicle. It's a very simple game. It's a kid's game, really, but I have so many happy memories of playing this game with my brothers, with my cousins. It was just so much fun at the time. It's one of those roll and move type games, nothing special, but it has a real charm to it, and there's a lot of fun, unique mechanisms that aren't commonly found in those type of games, and it'd be pretty obscure to find now, but if you do track down a copy, it is actually really fun to play, especially with kids. And finally, my number 1, Quebec 1759, again by Columbia Games. This actually I bought in Quebec City on my honeymoon, and so it has a special meaning for me that way. But this game was a game that I think was also on that game shelf back in grade 7. Really, really interesting game. Very, very straightforward. You only have a certain number of moves, and you can only move one group of units per turn, so it's a very boiled down basic war game. The decision space isn't that broad, but it just plays really well. It's really interesting, it's compelling, the battles are fun, and you usually end up having that climactic battle on the Plains of Abraham at the end. So it kind of reflects the history in a neat way. I really recommend this one. This would be my number 1 pick. Again, more from a historical gaming perspective. Quebec 1759 is well worth the time you might invest. So that's my quick list of my favorite board games that represent Canada in some way. If you have some others that I've missed, please put them in the comments. And until next time, get out there, get gaming, and be legendary.